Okay, so we know there's an empire in Star Wars. We know that the empire is having a grasp of a control on all the planets in the galaxy because they overthrew the Republic. And we know how it all ends, and we know, we see the big space battles with the lightsabers and all the cool shit, and it's great. But not often, because there's a lot of Star Wars novels and things out there, but not often for the casual audience is there a show or a film in Star Wars that shows, in my opinion, this looks like on other levels, so to speak. Like what the true empirical control this era of Star Wars looks like on the ground. And we see, like, we're in this show, like I said, we're getting those early years of what the rebellion, like the pockets of rebellion and the people actually fighting and trying to survive.
This is what most people in Star Wars are experiencing. It's not the Force in Star Wars and Jedi and
yeah.
The Sith. Like, most people don't even know what the hell a Jedi is.
Like, I feel like even Cassian Andor, like, I always felt there were, especially in season 2, it doesn't really come up in season 1, when he has interactions with the Force healer.
He's like, bullshit.
And he's like trying to come to terms with it, you know what I mean? And like, he doesn't understand what he's feeling, what he's experiencing. Because like, we know as people who have seen other pockets of types of Star Wars media that this exists and this is very real here. But this is someone who's never really run into that, experienced that side of his world, of his kind of, universe. And so to him, it's just this magical, it's as magical and mythical bullshit as something we would hear in our day-to-day lives and be like, we don't believe that because we don't have experience with that.
And I do like the show. I don't want anyone to think I don't like the show. I do think it's a good show. I think this show is kind of what Mandalorian tried to be at first, and then it got too into the Force and into the Jedi. Just a down-to-earth, like you said, like real, like, Star Wars, like real, what the people of Star Wars are actually experiencing, instead of all this mystical bullshit that we get all the time. It's like the average Star Wars experience during this time period, and I think that's kind of what Mandalorian tried to be, except like post Return of the Jedi, and then it turned into like Luke shows up and Boba Fett and all these things and the Jedi, which is cool. We all like that stuff, but I think this was a really refreshing thing for Star Wars.